Welcome, ladies. It is November 26th. It is the new moon in Sagittarius, and this is your Sisterhood Awaits. This is our contribution to the Global Sisterhood Network. If we haven't met before, my name is Wendy Spurgeon, and I am your facilitator and guide for our sister circle this evening. And on the line with us, we have Anika, and she's been a member and she's joining us for the first time and experiencing this live. So excited to have you here with us, Anika. Welcome, welcome.
Yay!
Yay! So before we get going, I just wanted to kind of give an order, just kind of, lay out the order in which we're going to kind of go through things tonight, and then we'll jump right in. So what's really, really cool about what we're doing is every new moon, there are live sister circles meeting all around the world. And the Global Sisterhood is this phenomenal movement of soulful women. And the organization has put together really great guides and content for us so that we can all be meditating on the same theme on this new moon each month, and in that way we're all contributing to the collective consciousness. So as we do our own transformational work, we're also helping the planet and humanity and everything at the same time. It feels really good. So what I thought I would do is just start out with the astrological forecast so we can have a little bit of information for our minds to kind of, bite into and process and digest about what's going on with our new moon and what the potential is, what the transformation potential is for us individually. And then I'll open it up for Anika and I to just kind of talk about what resonates with us personally around this theme tonight of the heroine's journey. I share my story in service to others. And after we've shared a little bit about what's drawing us here, then we're going to move into the 10-minute Unify Heart meditation. And this meditation is what connects all of these sister circles. As you can imagine, each circle is going to have its own style and flavor and agenda, and that's the way it should be. It's the 10-minute Unify Heart meditation that kind of brings us all together and makes it that kind of global consciousness work. And then directly out of that Unify Heart meditation, we're going to kind of stay down in that meditative space in our hearts. And I will have some visualization prompts for us. So at that point, you want to pull out your journal and your pen, and we'll just journal around these we'll kind of go through the visualization, and then there'll be some questions that we can be journaling around. And then we'll come back up out of that, and then Anika and I will have a little conversation, anything that we want to share in this space about what came up for us. And then I'll close this out with a sacred poem that the Global Sisterhood provided. It's just gorgeous. It's a beautiful way to close. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So first, the astrological forecast. And if you read this already, or if you saw something else about it, that's great. I just invite you just to take in the information, and then Anika will and I will just have a quick little conversation, and anyone else who happens to float on in our time. So Sagittarius is a fire sign. It's ruled by Jupiter. Some of the key words around this sign are expansive, adventurous, enthusiastic, open-minded, freedom-loving, independent, philosophical, search for wisdom. With Mercury recently out of retrograde, yay! Venus in I know, right? Venus in Capricorn supporting our opportunity to step up and lead with the feminine. And the new moon in Sagittarius is an adventurous time of new beginnings. Sagittarius, the archer, is a warrior goddess with her eye set on her intention. Because we are in the final weeks of this decade before entering 2020, now is the time to not only keep your eye on the horizon and dream big, but also move forward and take action towards creating the life you desire. This new moon in Sagittarius is one that highlights our excitement for learning, growing, and sharing our wisdom. It is about being both a student and a teacher, exploring new horizons, and philosophizing in reflection of your life so that each step you take forward is taken with confidence. Sagittarius dark moon also invites you to reflect on the stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you have experienced in life, and what this means about your potential, worth, and abilities. She beckons you to find all the cracks and crevices in your life that you feel disempowered by, and to rewrite the story so that you can step fully and boldly into empowerment. She is radical, grounded, and infinitely expansive. When you align with this new moon, you will feel your potential, and so will all women who choose to gather in circle. Your life experiences have given you expertise, and Sagittarius won't let you forget it. Your life is unique, and you are literally one of a kind. There is no other person out there like you. This is why the new moon in Sagittarius urges you to step into your power and give your gifts to the world. Now is a time of personal and collective awareness expanding, courage emboldening us to branch out in new ways of thinking, and transcending the details of mundane existence, so that we instead focus on the big picture with optimism. Rapid change isn't just around the corner, it's here now. Here now in the seeds of intention that you are planting this new moon. This is a powerful time to work on creating a new habit of thinking positively, believing in your dreams, and nurturing a vision of yourself as fully empowered. Your old stories no longer have a hold on you. You can step through the doorway into defining yourself however you want to. So what will you choose? This is the energetic pulse of the new moon in Sagittarius, moving through your heart and soul. Step forward into an empowering life where you are the heroine. Welcome to this pivotal, expansive, wisdom-loving new moon in Sagittarius. Yay! Wow.
Yay. Mm-hmm.
What an opportunity, right? Like, you know, and I think about it, I think as children, you know, who have come to be on this planet at this time in our evolution, we have just so I know I didn't get that message when I was growing up that I could rewrite my story. I was just trying, you know, as a young person, I was just trying to sort of survive, and the story emerged from the circumstances, right? All of those things that were outside of my control, and I think when I hit my 20s, and I started to step into new roles in my life as a mother, I began to become aware that my story wasn't serving me. That if I held on to that story of who I was, I was going to pass that story down to my children. And I wanted a more positive and empowering story for them. So that meant that, you know, if I was going to do that, then I was going to have to do some work and some reinterpretation of those events that were outside of my control and what I made that mean about me and the world. And so, and I love this process. Um, and, you know, and that's what led me to do my training and become a life coach, and to start this membership, the Way of Truth coaching membership, and to reach out to women and to you know, to share the resources that I've come across that can support us with this, specifically with this process of rewriting or reinterpreting the story in the most empowering way that I can, because I see that affects the results of what I'm actually experiencing. You know, our thoughts become things. So if we're not aware of our thoughts, if we're just believing the negative, disempowering thoughts that we've been, you know, that we were kind of sucking up as little girls,
Mhm.
then, you know, then that generates the results, you know, the experience that I was having. Whereas if I can shift those thoughts, if I can bring them into my awareness, and then reinterpret that story, and share that story in service to others, that's going to affect the way I show up. It's going to affect the way I feel. It's going to which will inform the actions that I take, which is going to create my results and what I'm experiencing. So it's such an empowering theme that we're working with today. The heroine's journey. I share my story in service to others. So I wanted to pass the microphone over to you, uh, Anika, for, you know, what drew you to show up with me tonight and to explore this theme.
Um, I love the heroine's journey. I've realized just recently that I've been on my own heroine's journey for quite some time, and then when I received the materials and I read through them, and everything resonated so strongly with me, and I began to go back and reflect over my life and how I was raised, and how I, you know, through the ages of adolescence and teenage and young adult and all that stuff, and how, and just see how all of those collective experiences have really created the woman that I am. And, you know, at first, I dealt with a lot of shame with a lot of things growing up, because of me, and just different things, a lot of shame. Something was always wrong with me, was never good enough, you know. And I hear, because I'm also a life coach as well, and so I understand, just working with women, that story is not just uniquely my own. A lot of women have come from that place of not feeling good enough, or pretty enough, or skinny enough, or whatever, and that mindset of not being good enough and dwelling in the energy of unworthiness led me to live a life of inauthenticity and not being real, and not being truthful to who I am and who I was. And I graduated into trying to be this huge perfectionist. And as a result of that, I found that people could sense my inauthenticity, and I didn't know they could see it or sense it. I thought, you know, I was just being who I was. But then I started doing this work on myself, and I really began to see that there's a gift in my imperfection. And I started reading a lot of Brene Brown's work, and just doing a lot of work with vulnerability, and really telling myself the truth, and discerning what was the truth for me and being okay with that. And so as I began to evolve into this path of authenticity and realness and honesty and complete self-acceptance, uh, I honestly see how just growing up, how my journey as a heroine has began to unfold, and I can really see how I have become the heroine of my own life because I was able to rescue myself from so much self-deception and so many lies that I was telling myself. I was able to become my own hero and rescue myself. And so I was excited to hear about you doing this tonight because I was so excited about Sagittarius new moon. I love this Sagittarian energy and just the whole topic of the heroine's journey. And so that's what led me here tonight. I know it's kind of like a long answer, but
it's perfect.
There it is.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yes, because you and I are being mirrors for each other. We're meeting each other. We're seeing that, yes, you know, this theme is something that we are, you know, as women, as those who are called to serve others as coaches or therapists or in whatever way that we can be of the highest service to others when we become the heroines of our own life. And I just love it. That was so perfect that you were able to recognize that you reach down inside to your inner wisdom and you followed that, you know, you listened and you followed that wisdom, and through that you saved yourself from those circumstances, and you have become and continue to be the heroine of your own life. And so sharing that story is going to inspire others to know that they're not alone. I think that's huge. It's like so many of us feel like we're alone in this journey. Or we think that someone else has to save us, like a relationship or a job or, you know, a position or a role, when really we have everything we need inside of us, inside that divine spark in our hearts. And I love that we're part of something so much bigger than ourselves. We're part of this global sisterhood movement of soulful women who have come to understand we don't have to move through this transformation alone. In fact, when we come together in circle, even if it's a circle of two on a Zoom, it's still wherever two or more come together, you know, that's the divine can bloom and blossom from that connection and ripple out to those around us. So I thank you, Anika, and I honor you for following the call to be the heroine in your own life and to show up and share your story with us and on this platform tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Glad I could do that. Thanks.
Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and move into unless you had anything else you wanted to ask or share about the theme tonight, we can go ahead and move into our Unify Heart meditation. Do you feel complete?
Well, I just wanted to say that, yeah, this heroine's journey has really supported me in embodying the essence of the divine feminine within and bringing union to the divine masculine. And I wasn't aware of that before. And as I went through, again, the materials and began to explore Maureen Murdoch's work, I really did come into a really great awareness of how the whole cycle have led me throughout my life towards creating this marriage and harmony between the divine masculine and feminine within. And so That's another reason why I love this theme so much and why it's so beautiful, because it's encouraging women to understand how, as we continue to evolve on this journey and we become aware of, you know, of our connection with spirit, how this merging of both energies creates a sense of wholeness within us all. So I just wanted to say that this whole journey has brought a space of completion and wholeness within, because of the marriage of the masculine and the feminine through the journey that I hadn't recognized before. I just wanted to say that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for sharing that in the space. And I ditto that. I echo all of that. Really, what a powerful recognition of our wholeness and our potential. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, Anika, imagine that we are actually in the same space together, and let's energetically hold hands with one another. And then we can imagine that we're widening our circle, our energetic circle, to include those sisters who are listening or watching this replay. So we'll expand our circle for you, sister, who is listening. You are in this sacred energetic circle with us tonight on this new moon. And breathe that in. And then if you feel called to open the circle even wider for our ancestors, for those sisters who came before us, who sacrificed, who worked hard, who broke through glass ceilings, who did it scared, who were scared but followed their hearts anyway. Let's expand our energetic circle to our sisters who came before, and breathe them in and welcome them into our circle. And if you can, stretch the circle even wider for the generations of sisters who are yet to come, for those who are inheriting the mantle of the work that we are doing now. And welcome them in with blessing and encouragement for the amazing things that they will be called to become and do and give and serve and accomplish. So now we have a very big circle, and our circle is among live sister circles that are happening right now all around the globe. And let's all hold hands together and gently close your eyes and inhale together, slowing the breath, bringing our attention to how our bodies are feeling right now, in full acceptance of whatever is present. Notice where your body is touching the ground and bring your focus there. Begin to feel the pulsing energy of the earth beneath you, the heartbeat of Mother Earth. With an inhale, breathe in gratitude and love for all she gives us. Continuing breathing, feeling your heartbeat, your unique, beautiful rhythm. Breathe deeply from your heart as you open to the sensation of love within you. Feel the pulsing energy of this love. Envision this love as a light glowing in your heart. Breathing deeply, see and feel this light getting brighter until it fills your whole body and surrounds you. And with your next exhale, think of someone you know who is having a difficult time in their life. Imagine that this person is right in front of you. While remaining connected with the love in your heart, allow yourself to feel empathy for this person's struggle as you breathe, honoring their journey. See the light in their heart as the same loving light that is within yours. As you offer your love and compassion to this person, feel the light in both of your hearts growing brighter together. Now with an inhale, focus your attention back to your heart. Feel the light growing brighter as you allow the love from your heart to nourish any parts of you that have been in pain. Open to feeling compassion for yourself as you breathe the light of your love into the places where you have kept fear, grief, anger, stress, and insecurity. Open to feeling nourished by the love within. Offer yourself acknowledgement and respect for everything you are, how far you have come, and for the incredible beauty and power within you. Take a deep breath and start to feel the woman to your right. This woman has her own struggles, pain, fears, and insecurities. Take a moment to feel empathy and great respect for this powerful woman beside you. While breathing into your heart, feel the power of the love in her heart. See and feel the light within her as it grows brighter, surrounding her. Feel the light within your heart and the light within her heart growing brighter together. Take a moment to feel the woman to your left. This woman has her own struggles, pain, fears, and insecurities. Take a moment to feel empathy and great respect for this powerful woman beside you. While breathing into your own heart, feel the power of the love in her heart. See and feel the light within her as it grows brighter, surrounding her. Feel the light within your heart and the light within her heart growing brighter together. Feel the love and light of every woman in the circle being amplified, growing brighter, filling the whole room. Now let's connect with every sister circle that's happening on this new moon around the world. Imagine the planet with sparks of light glowing where each sister circle is located. A golden web uniting our sisterhood. Let's focus the healing power within our hearts on all of humanity and our beautiful planet. Envision every little girl being raised, knowing that she has the ability to heal herself through using her voice. She is the heroine of her own story, and she can touch her community by sharing her story and her gifts. Feel the impact of every girl and every woman seeing themselves as heroines. As we collectively break patterns of victimization and codependency and shift towards a deep sense of empowerment. Imagine each woman confidently sharing her story, her wisdom, and the lessons of her life. Envision girls growing up hearing these true stories of feminine empowerment and believing that no matter what unfolds in their lives, they can heal, rise, and change the world. Feel deep peace and unity soothing our world as we all relax into deeply trusting the divine power within ourselves. Feel the infinite power of what is possible when we own our stories and choose to share them. Envision yourself and every woman around the world feeling playful, adventurous, emboldened, and courageous as we become the authors of our own lives and align with our most empowered selves. In this moment, feel yourself rooted in the knowing that you have everything you need to imagine and create a life of love, confidence, and service for yourself and your loved ones. Bring this intention into your heart, surrounding it with light and love. With a deep breath, imagine sending it into the earth below, like a seed being planted. Feel it blossoming. Bring your hands to your heart and feel your heartbeat. Take a deep breath and gently open your eyes, and staying in this soft, sacred space, pull out your journal for some journaling prompts. What was the most challenging time in your life? What did this dark night of the soul teach you that today you can use to serve others?
Mm.
And I'll say that again and give us some time to journal on it. What was the most challenging time in your life? What did this dark night of the soul teach you that today you can use to serve others? And take a deep breath. Bring your writing to a close on that one, and we'll move to the next prompt. When you catch yourself speaking negatively about your life, your body, or your capabilities, what do you do? What tips or tricks would you share with your sisters? And I'll repeat that again. When you catch yourself speaking negatively about your life, your body, or your capabilities, what do you do? What tips or tricks can you share with your sisters?
Mm.
And bringing that piece to a natural ending point. Take another deep breath. Name something troubling you in your life right now, large or small. What story would you tell about this challenging situation if you really were the main character in a children's book? I like that one. I'll say it again.
Me too.
Yeah. Name something troubling you in your life right now, large or small. What story would you tell yourself? What story would you tell about this challenging situation as if you really were the main character in a children's book?
Hmm. I really like this one.
Mm-hmm.
I love this so much.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right.
Got it.
Okay. I'm complete too. All right. So the next one. What are your unique superpowers and gifts? Describe yourself in the most heroic, epic way possible. What are your unique superpowers and gifts? Describe yourself in the most heroic, epic way possible.
It's cute too. It's funny, I was just having this conversation with myself uh, a couple of days ago about what are my superpowers.
Mm.
So, yeah, I think I narrowed it down to about two or three. Mm-hmm.
All right. And then our last prompt is, what expertise do you have from simply living life and learning through your heroine's journey? How can you apply this expertise to teach, heal, impact, or lead? What expertise do you have from simply living life and learning through your heroine's journey? How can you apply this expertise to teach, heal, impact, or lead?
Okay.
All right. So, really good stuff, huh? Um,
Yes.
we don't have to go through all of our answers, but are there are there some gems that you would really just love to share in this space? I'll let you start.
Okay. Um, yeah. So, oh my God, they're all so good. Yum, yum, yum. Yum. Okay. I'll do. Let me see. So the second one, when I catch myself speaking negatively about myself, my life, anything, what do I do? So, I take a breath
Mm.
and do some tapping. And as I do the tapping, dropping down into my body, I repeat a self-supportive mantra or affirmation. Um, the other one about the children's book,
Mm-hmm.
something that's troubling me right now is the state of my finances. And so uh, I would
We are
say,
such mirrors for each other. I mean, you just like are telling me exactly what I wrote. Keep going.
I love it. This is so awesome.
Yeah.
So the story would be that once upon a time, there was Goddess Anika, and Goddess Anika had financial problems about and she always worried about her needs being met. She constantly worried, even though Spirit always assures her that all of her needs would be provided. So one day, she made a choice. She made a choice to remember who she was and how Spirit always support her. And in that awareness, she rescued herself from the pit of darkness of despair in her mind when she forgot who she was and who she belonged to. So something like that.
Wow! You should totally write that children's book. Oh my gosh. Wow. That is so powerful. And you know,
my God.
I'm laughing because yeah, okay, so here's what I wrote. When I catch myself, I stop and breathe and ask, who is saying that? Often I realize it's a voice from the past. I turn it around immediately and then do an action that reinforces the new empowering thought or belief. So you put tapping, I drink water, I dance, give myself affirmation in the mirror or affirmation out loud wherever I am. Troubling me now, my ego wants to control how the money flows in or how to convince others that what I do has value. If I were the main character, I'd write that I was creating a magical world through my inspired actions, and it opened up an infinite wealth of abundance for the whole world.
Oh my God.
And I wrote, so my superpower, I am a creator goddess. Seriously, my love melts the hearts of the most fearful and closed-hearted. I connect others to the wisdom and power inside themselves. I mean, this is just, isn't this is wow. This is uncanny. Oh my gosh.
This is juicy.
This is juicy goodness. Awesome. Woo. Woo.
I'm so glad I came to this call tonight.
Me too. Well, I know we could go on and on, but I do try to keep the circles to an hour, just because we have other things to get to and everything. But I would invite you, Anika, to for a one-on-one, like maybe after we close the recording. You and I can exchange information and go deeper because you're my mirror. It's such a blessing to be meeting with you and sharing with you tonight.
Totally likewise. How do we do that?
Well, let's talk after we stop the recording, and then we'll figure out all those details. But so in closing then, for the time being, until we meet again, I want to share this poem. So taking a deep breath in. Oh, sacred life, you are a cauldron of transformation. I have been through your fires and emerged as a warrior, a phoenix, wearing the bright constellations of the myths and stories I have forged. I'm not waiting for a knight in shining armor. I am the Joan of Arc, the Harriet Tubman of my own life, a heroine
Mm-hmm.
blazing a trail for the healing and empowerment of all.
Mm-hmm.
I am a survivor, and I choose to thrive. My ancestors are behind me, and I cannot falter for their love. I cannot falter with their love. When I forget my power, they will sing my story to me and rise me up again from the ashes. I now
Mm-hmm.
know deep in my bones that every thread and shred of my life is here to teach me. There is
Mm-hmm.
beauty in the pain, joy, grief, peace, guilt, ecstasy, and agony. There is beauty in all of it. I am resilient, and my
Mm-hmm.
story is truly sacred. I
Mm-hmm.
share it in service to the downtrodden. I share it in service to my own remembrance. I share it to acknowledge my own beauty and to reignite my fierce, mythic power.
Mm.
Ashe, aho,
I,
amen.
oh,
So it
man.
is.
Oh, it
Awesome. Well,
is.
I want to say thank you to the sisters who have watched this replay, this recording. And I'm going to say blessings for you, my sisters. Reach out anytime. We are here, always, always. And I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording and have a private conversation with Anika now. Mwah. Bye for
Mwah.
now.
Bye for now.